We have a few people here today. That's totally fine. Hi, Bhavya. Hi, Kev. Um, Kev and Bhavya, you want to introduce yourselves? That might be a great way to get us kicked off.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I recently started working with SemGrep as an external contractor with GitLab. I'm so sorry. And I'm helping out with the SemGrep tools. It's been a great experience so far. And, I am really enjoying this. I have a security experience background. And so I'm bringing that along with me.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm a community contributor at GitLab and I'm shadowing Wayne this week.
Ah, that's nice.
I put in the Google Doc, Bhavya, also links to the shadow program, just what it's about, etc., and other things in the agenda. The Kev's also actually done some rule updates. Part of the shadow program, he volunteered to do
Yeah,
some rule updates. I posted that in the SAST contractor team channel. I forwarded Kev your message to a different channel you don't have access to. So you can see it from yesterday. Um, I put that in there. So I don't know if you saw that or you're interested, but the work that Kev
yes,
did
yeah.
about that. But
Some of the rules didn't have TypeScript support on JavaScript, and the import syntax, and I added that.
thanks again for doing that, Kev. That's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
So some thoughts about it. What are you excited about? What are you concerned about?
Mm, I am excited about starting on the Ruby rules. That's new. That's gonna come my way. I am right now importing the community rules for Ruby. That I'm excited about. Concerned about nothing as such. Things are going smooth, which is nice.
Okay. Hi, Nasir. How are you?
I know, see.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Um, I'm feeling better, recovering.
Okay. If you'd rather not be on Zoom while recovering, feel free to drop back off.
No, it's okay. I have to get back at some point, so figure I
Oh,
should just start now.
okay.
But
Well,
I'll keep my camera off. I'm feeling bit camera shy today.
no worries. I hope you feel better, continue to feel better and feel much better soon. So,
Thank you.
Nasir, what we were just talking through, what are you excited about? What are you concerned about?
Well, I've been a bit cut off for the past week. So I don't exactly know what's going on. But one thing I felt was there's like a lot of process changes around what we do with the rules, how we create them, the documentation around that, and adding the labels and all of that stuff. I feel like it may be becoming a bit too much, but that might also be because it hasn't really been in a sequence, and I haven't reviewed any documents if there are any that says you should do this, and this. And if it has been in incremental changes and the process has been evolving, I think at some point we will have that final document on what to do and what not to do. And I think if we're at that stage, having that document would be good. One place where all the changes are documented and preferably a bit more concisely.
That's a great point, Nasir. So it's very GitLab-y when you to do a lot of iteration on things, both the
Mhm.
code and processes. But then somebody comes in and is like, okay, so I see all these changes. Where is the single source of truth and what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to work? So
Yeah,
they should all be in the handbook and the documentation.
okay.
It's a good thing that to confirm. So people don't have to read like the change log to know what's going on, but can go to the single
Yeah.
source of truth. Like today, Michael updated the rules to have Michael and Jason also to have a priority. Oh, sorry, all the rule
Mhm.
issues to have a priority. I think he just announced that earlier today. Um, And that's great, but if somebody misses that message, they won't know, and people will miss it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that gets into the handbook, the vulnerability research, the handbook page.
Mhm.
I think it'd be good to, and also there's the documentation on the process as well, for rule updates, which I'm looking for that link as well. But I will go into the handbook. I'll add the like I saw Michael did that update. I'm gonna add, like, we have the list, we have the issue board now that shows us, what all the issues are in the backlog. And it doesn't reference, which is great, we have it documented, we have a link to it. It doesn't say that we're supposed to prioritize based on the priorities now, priority labels we have now. I need to add that. I'm gonna add that to the handbook page so it's clear. And I think there's other things too, like when you use BAP versus not, or like when the right place is to use BAP. And I think that's in the documentation for the rule enhancement checklist, which is here. So I'm putting notes in our shared Google Doc.
Mhm. I saw that the rule enhancement checklist was also changed. There were several points in there, and there was also something about a PR template,
Yeah.
MR template
Mm-hmm.
for the rules. And well, to be honest, my PR wasn't really doing much. That specific PR wasn't doing much. It was just changing the directory of the rule.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up closing that anyway, because most of the rules need directory change anyway. So we'll probably do it in masses or whatever. I'll have to coordinate with Jason on that.
Sounds good. And we want to evolve our processes and how we do things as we go, but also have people know what they are. So if you see things in the handbook page on how we operate or the rule checklist that are not things you don't agree with, or that we're actually not doing, we're not doing it that way. And this goes not just for Nisir, of course, but Bhavya and everyone.
Mhm.
Comment on it, put in an MR to update it, to make it more accurate, or create an issue to track like what you see the discrepancies are so we can make it right. Because it's we don't want to depend on quote unquote tribal knowledge. Like you have to ask people to know. It should all be documented well, which takes some extra effort, but really helps.
Mhm.
Both existing team and new people join the team, et cetera, or others just want to know how we operate. It'll really help everybody. It takes extra effort, but it's very valuable. So thanks for pointing it out in this year that it's hard to keep track of all those changes. It's absolutely hard to keep track of all those changes.
Yeah. I also talked about this one thing with Jason in one of our one-to-one meetings. So he showed me his setup where he's continuously testing the rule as he's making changes to them. He has everything set up in VS Code with multiple command line windows running and doing the whole thing. And I asked him if it would be good to have some sort of guide that he could write up, or at least share some links if he has them on how he set up the whole thing, because the current way of going to the SandCraft playground, uh, sure, it's great, UI wise and everything, but I feel like it's a bit slow. Sometimes you have to go and run it, and when you're trying to check what's going on, there's a bit of a lag at times.
Mm-hmm.
And once you mess up the rule, you don't know until you actually go and run it. So you may have made a bunch of mistakes to mess up the rule, and you wouldn't know all the way until you actually run it. But
Yeah,
with Jason's
Jason wasn't
setup,
able to make it today, which is totally fine. All meetings are optional at GitLab. I'll ping him. I'm going to post the recording as well, but I'll ping him I'll ping him with actually, can you
yeah,
look into this?
I think this is already on his list. But I was just talking about it because I don't know if everybody knows about this or not.
Thanks. It's great. And I didn't take great notes at the beginning of the meeting. And everybody can take notes as we talk and type. So did I miss anything key that you mentioned, Bhavya, on things that you might be concerned about or excited about? I know you're excited about excited about work in flight. I just want to try to take good notes. Anything else that I didn't add to the notes? You feel free to add yourself, or I can add as well. All good. So, Nasir, you mentioned some things. My other favorite question. You mentioned some things we should try. So, Nasir and Bobby, any other things we should consider trying to, sharpen the saw and improve things on how we do what we're doing?
I've been trying Google Duo to help me write message descriptions for SEMGrep rule, and maybe help me with this thing MREs and such. So it's not a great source of help right now. It gives out a lot of errors and says that
And when you said
right now.
you said it's Duo you've been trying? GitLab
Yeah,
Duo?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So it's average is what I found. Half of the time it says I do not understand what you're saying. So even if you give it very proper prompts and everything, so it's okay. It's I think it's developing right now, right? It's in a development stage.
Yeah.
So, but I still can get some use out of it. It helps me research to some extent. So which helps, which is great.
Yeah, and this is good that you brought this topic, Bhavya. I was also trying to Dockerize the MRE, and I did run into a lot of issues with GitLab Duo because it was going like, I can't convert this file, or I don't know what to do here. Please give more clear instructions. And that did happen a few times until I actually gave it the entire code. I think it may have also been that it wasn't able to access the code that it opened, and that may have been the problem. But I haven't been fully able to figure that out, like how to feed that code to it, other than actually copying and pasting it in the chat.
This is awesome feedback. Would it be great, Bobby and Nasir, is when you find examples as you work where your experience is not great, can you save and record somewhere? So like I asked Duo to do this and I got that. I asked it to do this, I got that, and here's why it wasn't any good. Then I can start passing that on to the team that does the Duo development. So not super diligently, like not every single time, but occasionally when you do that, if you like the most illustrative examples would be great.
And next
Yeah,
time I'll do it. And yeah. Go ahead and say.
yeah, I was just saying that I'm taking screenshots when I do that. I have a couple of screenshots that I've taken for that, but I'm compiling a list for all of them. And when you asked me to create that issue, I didn't exactly know how to create an issue, but I was thinking maybe it's more of a spike
Yeah.
than an issue, and maybe both are the same terms in terms of what you create. So I was thinking of I'll just create that and I'll start posting the screenshots and the use cases that I've been trying out on there.
That's great. So, Bobby and Nasir, just I know it's a little structured to ask questions in this way, but I'd like your thoughts. Either of you happen to have any thanks or appreciation for someone else on the team?
Well,
I want to.
I do want to thanks all the effort that Jason has been putting in around the effort for Dockerizing everything and making the MREs in certain ways. It has helped me learn more for one, but also I think it makes it more easier to run these MREs.
I too wanted to thanks Jason for setting up the processes. Definitely long term will make things smoother. Right. Second, I wanted to thank Isaac. Right, he's been very prompt with whatever MRI raise. It's like hardly a day or so, and he gives feedback, which is very quick. So my work quickens up for thanks to that. So I wanted to thank him as well.
Cool. And that's it. Thanks everyone for your hard work on the project. Both Bhavya and Nasir and everyone else on the team, and also the vulnerability research team. And also thanks Kev for the community contributions in general on the rules that you've done, and on actually helping with the rule prioritization. So cool. It's always nice to show appreciation for folks. You know, it's easy to just work on what are we working on, what are the things we can do better, what are the problems. It's nice to take a step back and do that too. So thanks for the feedback on Duo so far. And mentioned the priorities. You know, we're working on adding priority labels to the rules to help prioritize them based on, you know, maximum customer impact, et cetera. So Michael put that information. I'm going to put that in the handbook as well, so that it's documented there. But great. Anything else, Bhavya or Nasir, you wanted to talk about today?
No, I
Okay.
think that's all I have.
Okay. Bobby looks like that too. So, Nasir, Bobby heard this is Kev's actually my shadow this week. I run a shadow program where people can shadow me. And Kev also happens to be a community contributor to GitLab. And also this week volunteered to work on some rule updates, which is pretty neat. Do either Bhavya or Nasir, do you have any questions for Kev? Or Kev, do you have any questions for Bhavya or Nasir?
Nothing in particular. Just curious about what Cap has been working on this week and how long does he plan to work with us?
As for this week, for the Shadow Week, it's just 1 week. I've previously contributed, so I'll keep contributing, right? But what I've worked on this week is particularly, sorry, let me just mute something. I've been working on the issue prioritization, what Wayne was talking about, or help with that, and for matching the severity of rules to the priority, and also some rule updates, right? For some JavaScript rules, making them TypeScript rules. And yeah, otherwise I've just been following Wayne around, what he's done, his meetings.
Attending many meetings.
Yeah, for an
And meeting
engineer,
lots of people.
like 7 meetings on Tuesday. Yeah. Felt like a lot, but was insightful.
That's
And
good.
what do you normally do, Kev? Are you a developer?
Yeah, I'm a developer. Right now I'm out of a job, but yeah, I'm a developer.
That's great.
Cool. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Nasir. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Talk to you
Thank
soon.
you,
Bye.
Wayne. Thank you, Kev. Thank you,
Great.
sir.
Cheers.
Take care.
Bye.